Welcome back to Simrite Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to sew this crisscross bubu kaftan you are seeing right here. So you can see what I got after all. I used my brooch to hold onto the neckline. You can arrange the collar line the way you actually want it. So this dress is really very gorgeous. You can use it for any occasion of your choice, as you can see right there. I actually used Duchess fabric for it. I think Duchess is a very good fabric for a good result. So if this is what you want to learn in this class, I will encourage you to stay till the end of this tutorial to learn the tips and tricks on how this blouse is made. Thank you. To begin this tutorial, I'm going to make use of 3 yards of Duchess fabric. So you can use chiffon fabric, Duchess or organdy fabric for this. So I'm marking out the length on paper. We are going to create the back pattern, okay, because the fabric wobbles a lot, so I thought of creating the back pattern on paper. So the length I'm using here is 30 inches. I went ahead to mark out 30 inches length on paper. So here is my shoulder line and here is my center back line. The center back will be cut on fold and the full length is 30 inches. So I'm going to take my neck width. The neck width I'm working with, I use 3 inches and 1 inch for the back, 3 by 1 inch. So I'm going to connect my neckline for the back right now. Then next we are going to take the measurement of our shoulder, divide by 2. I have 8 inches and I marked 14 inches for my sleeve. So I'm going to come down by 1.5 for the shoulder slant and connect it back to the neckline. After that is done, I'm going to create my sleeve opening. So the sleeve opening I'm working with here is 12 inches. So I went down by 12 inches or 11 inches rather. Then on the full length, I marked my hip circumference divide by 4 and added 5 inches to it. So you can do 4 or 5 inches. So what I have in total, I marked it on that point of my sleeve just to go in with my sleeve curve. So I'm going to mark a straight line from there to the full length. So I'm just creating the kimono part of this dress. So I'll just use my ruler to cover the kimono part. So here is my back pattern and the back pattern is ready. So next is to cut out the back pattern accordingly. So you just use this pattern to cut out the main fabric because the fabric is actually wobbling. So my Duchess fabric, I'm going to place it on fold and I'll place the pattern on top of it. So I'll just go ahead and place it on fold and place my pattern. So here I'll place the pattern on it and then secure with my pins and cut it out accordingly. So the center back area will be on fold. So you can see I folded it before I'm pinning it. So after doing that, the next we are going to do is to cut the fabric using the shape of the pattern we've created. So I'll move ahead to cut, add my necessary seam allowances. I'll go ahead and add the seam allowances accordingly. So on the sleeve area, I added 1 inch to hem my sleeve, and on the sides, I added 1/2 inch all through. So I add 1/2 inch like that, then cut out the back neckline. So this is what I got right here. So I'm going to fold the other end of my fabric. I'll fold it into the other end of it so we'll be able to cut the front piece. So I place the end together. That is the length of the Duchess, which comes at 60. If I put it on 2, it will give me 30 inches. So this is what I got after I'm done folding it. So here you can see the folded part of it. and the other end is the open part of it. So the length automatically gives you 30 or 31 inches. So I'm going to measure 30 inches inwards. Okay, so you measure the length on the horizontal again, which is 30 inches, and place the center back of your pattern on it. So once you do that, you are going to get the midpoint of that 30 inches. So I just put it together to get the midpoint. The midpoint is 15 inches. So at that 15 inches right now, I'm going to come down by 7 inches, which is my neckline from the shoulder, and the width of the neckline remains 3 inches. So I'll just lift it up as you see me do and connect my neckline. Sorry, my camera was actually shaking here. Sorry about that. So I connected 7 inches to my 3 inches neckline. So after that is done, I'm going to draw a straight line at that midpoint of 15 inches. So I'll place my ruler diagonally on that point to continue that neckline. So that neckline is going to run all the way from there, as you can see. And I'm going to take it all the way straight to the end of the 30 inches where we started. So I'll go ahead and connect it accordingly, as you can see right there. So I keep connecting it. So I tilted it a little bit downwards. So this is what you got after you are done connecting it. Can you see that? So the next thing we are going to do is to start cutting the shape of the back with the seam allowances. We'll just trace out everything like that. So once I get here, I'll raise up and cut out. So I'll just go ahead and cut until I get to the end. So I just open the folded part so to separate the front piece. So I'll just open it up accordingly. So after that is done, I'm going to trim off that allowance I added so everything matches at 30 inches. So this is what I got. So we are going to take off the pattern for the back piece right now. So once we take off the pattern for the back piece, we are going to open up the back, the right side of the back. We are going to bring the front piece and lay them right side to right side. So I will lay it right side to right side. On the shoulder seam line, I'm going to join it with 1/2 inch. So I'll join it with 1/2 inch, as you can see. So I'll go over to my machine and stitch 1/2 inch. So after stitching, I open up the seams and gave it a good press. So this is what I got after I'm done giving it a good press. So next is to sew the sides of this dress. So I'll sew 1/2 inch, as you can see right there, and make sure you create a notch on that kimono part to ease the sleeve and the body of the dress. So I created my notch. In fact, I created 2 notches, okay, because that part is really very, very curvy. So I decided to create 2 notches to it, as you can see. So this is it, and then we are going to hem from the down piece all through. So I'll keep hemming the down piece, open up the seams, and make sure I hem everything from one end of the center front to the other end of the center front. So you can see I even hem the sleeve too. So make sure you hem your sleeve and sew the sides and hem. You can see everything is neatly finished. So we are going to jump into the main business of this tutorial. After you are done hemming these necessary parts, so the neckline, we are going to start working on it. So the first thing we are going to do now, we are going to cross the extensions. For the right side, you take it to the left side. For the left side, you take it to the right side. You can see how I crossed it. So it depends on how you want it to flow. So you just go ahead and cross it whichever way, right to left, left to right. I'll do it again. I crossed it to the right to the left side, and the left side to the right side accordingly. So after you are done crossing, the next you are going to do, is to put them together. You can see how I picked it, and stitch at 1/2 inch. So after stitching, this is what I got. You put the neckline together to get the midpoint, which is the center back point. Create a notch at the center back point. So after creating the notch, put the seam lines together. You can see how I'm putting it. This is the collar I'm putting together, as you can see. So once you put it together, make a little twist to it, and then attach it right side to right side of the collar and the main fabric. So I'll begin to secure with my pins accordingly. So just take your time to watch this video to follow how I twisted this and created this neckline. Okay, so I will go ahead and pin from that center back all the way down. So when you are pinning, don't pin to the end. You will just leave a little space of 2 inches, okay, to the part that is twisted. Don't twist to the end, so that part will be free. Don't pin to the end. That is what I mean to say. So I will keep pinning from that center back towards the part that is twisted. Of course, when you are working on it, you are going to see the part that is twisted. So I pinned and left a little space. You can see that space I'm about to leave there. So it should be around 2 inches or 3 inches, just to make that part free, okay, because this is crisscross, so it needs to have a little space. So after pinning, this is what I got. So the collar will lay this way. So I'm done stitching it, as you can see. So you can see how I stitched it. So the collar, we are going to arrange the collar right now. You can see the opening I asked you to leave right there. So the crisscross will be free. So next, you can decide to stitch that neckline. You can weave it before or after. So I'm going to arrange my neckline just like a collar right now. Then I'm going to use my brooch or my pin to hold it to that 7 inches. So that was what you saw at the beginning of this video. So I believe this class was helpful to you. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. I'll be dropping the link to our WhatsApp group on the description box below. Please try and visit it and join our WhatsApp. Thank you. Bye.